Hello again, folks. Excuse the echo. I'm in the bath. I'm having a nice birthday soak with a glass of my favourite ale and a slice of birthday cake. I know that probably makes me sound like a slob, but hey, sod it. You only turn 44 once, I guess, but there we go. Anyway, as some of you know, I always troll social media for things which I can present to you in my videos on my channel. And as much as I preach to you lot on here that how much I loathe Twitter, but it's an actual goldmine of information if you want to know what goes on inside the heads of your average left-wing socialist dipstick. And today's been no different, folks, because sat here soaking in a lovely Radox bath. And no, that's not a paid promotion, by the way. I was trolling through Twitter and I saw this most excellent tweet. Now, believe it or not, there are a few decent people on Twitter. They're mostly conservatives on the right, and I mostly agree with what they say. But this tweet, this fantastic work of art, is bang on the money. It's like Robin Hood shooting an arrow, and as it hurtles towards the bullseye of that target, it cuts cleanly through the arrow that's on that bullseye, and it's spot on, it's perfect, it's beautiful. Now, the tweet I'm talking about is one by a person called Ashley. Now, Ashley's tweet is so goddamn nail on the head, pinpoint, perfect accuracy, that the socialists which Ashley targets and drops the mother of all truth bombs on, they have all been disarmed. None of the replies even try to be the usual shitty, sarcastic, intolerant, nasty retort which, left-wing socialists on Twitter usually use. Instead, these people are trying to calmly explain why they're socialists. Anyway, here's Ashley's tweet. Everybody's a socialist until you tell people who make 100 grand a year that they also need to distribute their wealth. And then it's my money, I earned it. Why should you be allowed to tell me what to do with it? And thankfully, this magnificent tweet has had nearly 18,000 likes, and it's been shared nearly 2,000 times. So that's proof, ladies and gentlemen, that there are nearly, or at least, 20,000 decent people operating on Twitter. And they know that Ashley is absolutely correct. Socialism is, after all, about distributing the wealth. And you will have wealthy socialists out there who are now living comfortably thanks to the capitalist system they despise, and they're still trying to peddle socialism. These idiots are usually middle-aged men and women in a profession earning a lot of money. They own their houses. They want for nothing. They are very, very comfortable. And it just begs the question, or it reiterates the question, why on earth would wealthy socialists who've done well out of the capitalist system they despise and who have never experienced socialism in its most monstrous form insist on that particular practice and rhetoric to be applied on the people of their own country? Because socialism has never worked anywhere. Socialism looks good on paper, I admit. It's basically free stuff for nothing, and everyone has everything equally. That's the basic mantra, the basic principle of socialism. Now, no doubt I'll have these idiots come onto my channel and try and explain it in a more complicated way. But I am pretty confident that every socialist country in this world that has practiced it has tried it in every form, which has led to the devastation of their own people and the collapse of their country's economy. And still, this socialism thing gets practiced over and over, and when it fails, these idiots claim it's the wrong kind of socialism. There is only one kind of socialism, folks, and it doesn't work. It's like going over the top in the trenches in World War I. Our stupid, stubborn generals just kept using the wrong tactic. That was to jump over the top and march slowly towards enemy with machine guns who were dug in. It never worked, and millions of our men died. And it's the same with socialist dictators. They will preach free unicorns, free money to everyone, equality, solidarity to their people, who will then elect them, and then these monsters become dictators. And so eventually the socialist system collapses, as it always has, it always will, and it always will be. And then the people suffer. But these dictators in charge, these Marxists, will be living the socialist high life. So it'll be socialist for the rich and communism for the poor. And if you want proof of that, then look no further than Venezuela and North Korea. So I've picked just one reply to young Ashley's tweet here, and this reply is easily pulled apart, as I shall show you. Now, I've hidden the name of the account because no doubt when this socialist learns that I've made a video about him or her or whatever the hell they identify as, then this socialist will then turn Marxist and try and get my video censored. That's how these people work, folks. I've been doing this too long now. So anyway, Mr. Socialist replied to young Ashley, "I'm a union longshoreman. I make 100 grand a year and I'm not sorry." Well, fair play on getting a well-paid job. So obviously, this person is employed somewhere in a democratic, capitalist Western nation. And this person's done rather well for themselves, 100 grand a year. But they're not sorry. Now, I wonder if this person has shared their wealth. Anyway, they go on, "I'm also a socialist, and not because I fetishize poverty, but because I think everyone who works for a living deserves wages like I got." Well, again, that's a noble thing to say, and it looks good in tweets, and it looks good on paper. Now, I can imagine this person as a union longshoreman, works long hours, and has to deal with a lot of shit. But I wonder how this person would feel about someone doing a lesser job, doing less hours, and earning the same money. Wouldn't you be a bit miffed? Would you think that system's fair? But I think personally that if I worked less hours and less hard than my boss, yet earned the same money, there would be something wrong somewhere. There would be no initiative for promotion, and a business cannot survive without supervisors. That is part of the motivation for promotion, which is more money. It is a goal and a standard to work for and take pride in. So I believe if everyone was paid the same wages, there would be no motivation, production would go down, and the next thing, the company's gone kaput. And then the next company goes kaput, and then the next. And that's your economy fucked. Hence, socialism. Anyway, Mr. Socialist goes on, "People can't work deserve the good life too. It's called solidarity." Which begs the question, why the hell should someone who can't be asked to get off their butt and work get the same things and the same money as I do when I have to put the effort in? Exactly. And then that causes resentment. And the next thing you know, because you have this system in place where people who can't be asked to work get the same perks and the money as you do, wouldn't you quit your job and live the high life for free? I certainly would. Because the socialist system allows me to. I mean, one absolutely stupid reply. But it's a good one because it exposes how these people think. It's moronic. It's economic suicide. Socialism doesn't work. And young Ashley, God bless him, is absolutely bang on the money. The socialists out there have got absolutely nothing to counter this tweet with. They've been exposed. They've been disarmed. And Ashley is telling the truth. And I wonder how long before Ashley's account and tweet gets deleted. Because as we all know, Twitter just doesn't do the truth, does it? Anyway, that's my video. Hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to support my channel, then by all means you can buy me a beer. Because YouTube and Google have demonetized my channel. They don't like what I say. And I think it's completely unfair that they are allowed to profit from my hard work by placing ads on my videos while I don't get a penny. So screw them, and thank you very much to everyone who's bought me a beer so far. I really appreciate it. Because not only are you getting me drunk, but you're also supporting free speech, and you're flicking the bird to all the intolerant lefties out there who are trying to get me removed off YouTube. And that's that. So please comment, share, subscribe, and until my next video, Roger Trout.